Do you wave your terrible towel when Renegade plays? Reach for a tasty cake when JJ shouts, "He scores!" Does the sound of an F1 engine make your heart race? Doing push-ups with the Nittany Lion after a TD? Then lend us an ear, and we will share the exhilaration of Steelers football, the excitement of Flyers hockey, the nail-biting finishes of F1, and the pride when we yell, "We are Penn State." Welcome to the SteelFlyers show, the strangest combination of sports fandom since pineapple was put on pizza. Welcome to the SteelFlyers show. Boy, have we got a good one here for you today. That's right, it's the Pittsburgh Steelers versus the Baltimore Ravens preview show. It's Ravens week. And it's also Halloween. Hey, what do you know? Go figure. How about that? Boy, have we got a good matchup here for you this coming Sunday with the Pittsburgh Steelers coming in at 6-0, the only team undefeated in the league, and coming up against the Baltimore Ravens 5-1 against Lamar. Boy, I'll tell you what. We're going to get into a couple little things here about that. First, we're going to talk about the injury reports on both sides, the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. And we're also going to talk about what we think might be some of the key matchups and might be some of the key things for victory here for the Steelers, and what's going to need to happen here for Pittsburgh in order to go to the next level here on this one. So let's start off with the Baltimore Ravens and the injury report as of Wednesday. Thank you to the Steelers.com for all this great information. Cialis Campbell did not practice, not injury-related. Robert Griffin III, quarterback, not injury-related, did not practice. Here's one. Marlon Humphrey, illness, did not practice. Mark Ingram, ankle, did not practice. Those two right there could potentially be some serious issues with Baltimore moving forward, especially Mark Ingram and especially their cornerback, Marlon Humphrey. He would definitely be needed, especially going up against the likes of Juju Smith-Schuster and Deontay Johnson and James Washington and Chase Claypool. So those guys are going to definitely be needed as far as that's concerned. Players coming back for them on full participation was Tyree Phillips, their guard, and then also Derek Wolfe was able to come back as well for full practice for them as well. Jimmy Smith was limited because of a Achilles, their cornerback, and then also their defensive back, and then linebacker Anthony Levine was limited as well because of an abdomen. Those two players also might potentially be, because that's their defensive backfield depth, and they're going to need that, especially against Pittsburgh and their offense and the amount of receivers and folks that we have. So let's look at the Pittsburgh Steelers side for their injury report. Now let's take in mind now that practice does happen on Thursdays and Fridays, and then Saturday walkthroughs, and then Saturdays is usually when you get the final injury report. So this is the midweek injury report that we're going to go through right now, and that's what will be based off of all of our predictions and everything like that going forward. So, not injury-related were Ben Roethlisberger, David DeCastro, and Stephon Tuitt. They get the Mike Tomlin Veterans Day rest, whatever you want to call that. Deontay Johnson did not practice. Juju Smith-Schuster did not practice. All of these folks did not practice on Wednesday. Mike Hilton with the shoulder. Jordan Dangerfield with the quad. Both of those two guys left the game or did leave game time last week with those injuries, so they were game time injuries. Marquise Pouncey with an elbow, Villanueva and Ebron with an elbow, and Chris Wormley with a knee. All did not practice. The only player back at full practice was Derek Watt. So, hey, welcome back. I think that we're seeing the same players on the list every week here, and these are going to be some potentially things that we're going to see depending on how things go and how things play out each week. And this just might be the case again this week, especially with some of the same players being on the list every week here with the Pittsburgh Steelers. And then every week those guys end up being on the starting lineup or being on the field playing and doing very well. So we'll see how things turn out. We still have a few more days until game time, so that gives players time to either rest and or get rehab and things of that nature. All right, guys, here we go. This is it. This is Ravens week. I don't care what anybody says. This is the game that you circle on the calendar every week or every year. Both of these games are must win for the Pittsburgh Steelers. I don't care what our record is right now. I don't care if we were 11-1. This would be a must win game. I don't care if we were 14-1. This is a must win game. We're 17-0. This is a must win game. We need to be able to beat the teams that we should be beating and not worrying about it. And these are one of the teams that I think that we are capable of beating as long as we continue to play like we did against the Tennessee first half. 0 yellow hankies on the field, run the ball consistently, make good decisions with the ball when Ben throws it to good open receivers, and good moving the ball, good possessions, and moving the chains and scoring on each of our possessions. That is going to be the key in this game, because whoever has the ball last, whoever gets that last punch, that's who's going to win this game. And look, we'd like for it to be Pittsburgh, but let's face it, Baltimore is fielding a relatively good team with Lamar back there, a quarterback. He is a dual-threat quarterback. Every time he gets the ball, he is a threat to run or a threat to throw. He has improved his accuracy, and he's improved his being able to throw balls while on the run and things of that nature. So he is the complete dual threat quarterback, and when he runs, he is dangerous. So I think that's where our linebacking core is going to take center stage right there, with Bud Dupree, TJ Watt coming in there. Now, look, I know we're missing Devin Bush, but we had Spillane step in. We have Alex Highsmith. I'm looking for both of those guys to jump in and to be contributors, especially in this game, especially to contain Lamar. Okay, because that's what we need to do. We need to contain Lamar and make him throw. I don't care if he's accurate and he can make the throws. I don't want him outside the pocket, because anytime he gets outside the pocket is when it's dangerous. Okay, and we don't want that to happen, seriously. We need to contain him and keep him in the pocket and make him beat us with his arm and not with his legs, because if he uses his legs, then that could spell danger. And last year we lost the games because we didn't have Ben, we didn't have quite the offense that we do now, and we weren't able to keep up. I thought we played relatively well defensively against Baltimore last year, and I'm looking for us to do even better this year, especially with the addition of some of the Alex Highsmiths and the way Stephon Tuitt's been playing, the way Cam Hayward's been playing, the way Alaweo's been playing. I mean, just the guys up front we have been able to maintain a steady pass rush with only 4 guys. And that right there takes a lot of the pressure off of the linebackers and allows them to do more creative things and allows them to be more disruptive in the defense. So I'm liking the way this is going. I really, really, really like this game here for Pittsburgh. I'm calling this game 33-30. There you have it. It's not. I don't think it's going to be overtime, but I think it's going to be really close. It's gonna go on the last one who has the ball, and I think Pittsburgh's going to have it, and I think we're going to take care of things 33-30. So that's what I'm calling on this game here. This is going to be one of them spooky games, so it's going to be down in Baltimore, and we'll see how it goes. Thanks for watching. Please hit the like and subscribe. Please ring the bell and put some comments in there and let me know what you think. Would love to get into it with y'all, and would love to have some conversations with you. Just remember, folks, stay safe, stay strong, and hang tough.